Adam Kargus was killed in an Ontario jail by his cellmate in 2013. Now we're getting a fuller picture of how he died. Newly released security video shows him being assaulted while guards watched. John Lancaster has the disturbing details tonight.
Jail guards were warned by a nurse. Violent offender Anthony George seemed drunk in the middle of the day on so-called jail brew. Yet two guards at the Elgin Middlesex Detention Centre watched as he choked his cellmate. Hours later, the guards returned the two men to their cell, where for more than an hour, George finished what he started. These security images show the silhouettes of a man being punched, choked, and stomped to death. Some prisoners screamed out for guards to intervene. They didn't. The next morning, the guards remained apparently oblivious. George was released from his cell and dragged his victim's body to the showers. Eventually, jail guards realized 29-year-old Adam Kargus had been murdered right under their noses. Kargus was a drug addict awaiting trial on petty fraud charges. His mother recently spoke to CBC's Fifth Estate for an upcoming documentary about the jail.
Apparently, at one point, Anthony George made him clean up all his own blood and then proceeded to beat him to death.
For years, reports have suggested some of Ontario's remand centres, jails for people awaiting their trials and convicts awaiting transfer to prison, are overcrowded and understaffed, plagued by murders, drug smuggling, and overdoses. Problems at the jail are so severe, a judge has approved a class action lawsuit on behalf of inmates and families of those beaten and murdered behind bars.
What will it take to clean this place up? People have said, well, is it going to take another death? And that was, 7 or 8 deaths ago.
Today, provincial authorities said change is coming.
We are moving forward in a new legislation in Ontario on our correction reforms.
But so far, little or none has come.
They didn't do their job. There's no excuse. I don't know how they sleep at night. I know I don't.
6 of the guards on duty that night were fired. 3 of them got their jobs back after it was later determined systemic problems at the jail were essentially well beyond their control. John Lancaster, CBC News, Toronto.